Hello. Doing some tackle sorting today. And I thought it would be fun to try to name that lure. Some of these, I don't know what they are. Um, I'm trying to sort all my stuff out for springtime to try to get ready to go fishing. And got a little bit more than I thought I had. And ended up getting some more. Whoever's in live stream, thank you for coming. Just doing a little tackle sorting today. Oh Lord, it's a mess. It is a mess. Absolute mess. And I'm trying to figure out how to get all this stuff together to where I don't have to take so many. Big Mike, what's up? How you doing, brother? How's the weather up there? Are we fishing today? This probably won't interest a lot of you catfishermen, but oh, you going to the river, Jose? Any lures? You want to borrow anything? Um, I'm trying to sort all my lures out today, and with anything, everybody's got an old lure in the box that they don't know what it is, and I've been running across quite a few of them today, trying to figure out what some of them are. I just got some of them actually. A friend of mine who passed away last year, he owned this box here, tower, whatever you want to call it. It is a plain old box tower. He used to brag about this thing all the time, kind of taunt me about what it was. It holds quite a few Plano boxes. And after he passed away, I was able to purchase this thing um, that belonged to him, and it had quite a few lures, and it had most of these, a lot of these. I know you can't see them. Man, I got stuff everywhere. Some of these, not many of these, but all of these were in the pack new. I don't know what they are. Probably some knockoff since they're in a bag, but a lot of these, and some of these. Well, my tackle box collection usually stays up under here, and I keep it in tackle boxes usually, but I think I'm going with that bag now. And gonna put some stuff together to throw in the tackle bag. So anybody know what that's called? It's got a little bill on it. Looks like a diver. This is my favorite. Right here. The old Spro Rat. You can see he's got a little age on him. He's cracking a little bit, but that thing right there, that's a big one, but that one has caught a lot of fish. Go through the water kind of herky-jerky and tail flapping, and man, those things are great for catching bass on top water. And when I tie them, I don't even cut the string off because I think it adds something to it. Makes it look like he's got whiskers. So I never cut the string off. Most of it's braid and it just hangs there. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Sorting tackle. Not many people I know bass fish that are probably subscribed to the channel. It's probably a big turn off for a lot of you, but I do have some bass fishermen friends that that would probably appreciate this. Jose being one of them. I guess he bugged out and went fishing. But yeah, I'm just trying to put together some brim boxes, little stuff. if you're trying to learn. Well, there's only three, in my opinion, three lures you need in a box to get bass. One of them's a Senko. That's got a pretty big hook on that. I don't usually use that. I usually use a 1/0 circle hook and a little O-ring. And man, that thing right there is magic with a bass. And that color is a pretty good color. Blue. It's a blue fleck color. I use them green also. And top water, that rat or whopper plopper, in my opinion, is probably the best on catching top water fish. But you know, you got so many things. All this stuff is just stuck together. Like, I can pick up one lure. But anyway, that's my opinion. The rat, whopper plopper, Senko, or a trick worm. Has anybody ever caught anything off one of them? I never have. I got a bunch of them, but I do have a few plastic baits. Trick worms, I don't like them in black, but I usually use those in a trick worm green, pumpkin green. I know I got a couple different colors in there. The green pumpkin green is this color right here, the darker one. Then again, they may have faded. No, they're all the same color. It's the green pumpkin green I use. That's good for ponds, and I don't know about the lake because I don't catch many bass in the lake, to be honest with you. But that's a good worm, in my opinion. And really, the Googan Squad ones. Who is that? Is that White? Is that Quiet White? Quiet White, you done changed your name. Yeah, I've never used these, I don't think. That will be considered, what do they call that? There's a name for that. Creature bait? Would that be a creature bait? I don't know. But I got a few worms. I use worms from time to time. Yeah, I'm not much on buying a lot of the Googan stuff because I just got so much stuff. It's not that I won't try it. It's just I got a lot of stuff. It's hard to carry this stuff. I usually get fussed at by my friends when I go out with them because I carry so much stuff. But what if you run into a gar? I mean, what if you see a gar swimming around and you like fishing for gar? Well, if you like fishing for gar and they're hitting top water good, you gotta have something for them. So these old spook baits work good for them if you can get them to hook up. Anything top water. I like gar. That's my favorite fish to catch. These little mice right here, you know, they're alright, I reckon. But they don't do a whole lot. It just sits in the water. To be honest with you, and you just jerk it around. Maybe it looks good to some people, but you know, they got them in different colors. I ain't never seen a wild mouse that looks like that, have you? So if you can't fool me with it, I don't think you can fool a fish. I've yet to catch anything with this thing, but I want to try. Where is it? A baby duck. I've seen people catch stuff with them. That hook is not supposed to be on there. But I'm going to try that one day and see what that'll do. But the Spro Rats, absolute magic. I got a bunch of them stuck together, but that little booger right there, for the money. You can't beat it. It just makes you want to cry when you stick one up in a tree or something and lose it. It just $24 for a lure. It's a lot of money. David went out the other day bassing, trying to catch smallmouth, and I think he said he lost somewhere over $100 worth of lures. So it happens. Never seen them before. That's a Spro Rat, Jose. They're worth their weight in gold. I used to have a bunch of the 50s. Now, when I tell you this thing is big, that's not a Peter Melhorn trick I'm doing here. I mean, this thing is huge. So I'm not holding it out to make it look bigger. It just is big. It's the 50. And if this gives you any idea, that hook is right there in the edge of my finger, and it's got me pretty good. The hooks are sharp. But they got them all the way down to the little one, like I got, that I showed you a minute ago, and then I got a medium one. I don't know what size that is, but that's my little buddy there. He's on his like 4th tail, and I changed the hook on the front to a red one. Seems to, I've heard people say that works, and that one's got red hooks on it. So I don't know, it must work. I don't know what this is called. Look, I just buy lures because I like the way they look. And it's some type of swim bait. I mean, diver. I don't think it dives real deep. Let me see here. I wanted to show y'all something. Look at this. I found this in a box a while ago. Anybody know what that is? Yes, it is a tadpole. I think that would be cool to fish with. I'd hate to lose it, but I was going through these boxes a while ago, and I ran across some of these live. You'll know what it is when you see it. If you bass fish and you go look for lures. So it looks like a school of fish, and I almost picked that little one up by itself, and then I realized it was a whole lure, and I knew what it was immediately. There's another one. It's supposed to represent a school of fish, I guess. One of them's a deep diver, and one of them's like a semi-shallow diver. So I can't wait to try those out. I don't do well with everything when I'm fishing. Sometimes I go through everything in the box, trying to find something that they'll bite. A little jigger right there looks mean on him. He's a big old fat boy. But I'm going to put some boxes together and see what happens next time I go fishing. See, do some experimenting. I hadn't had this many lures in a while, so I guess I can afford to lose a few of them. You ever had any luck with chatterbaits? Chatterbaits. Hey, I think I got one. Let me see if I know what a chatterbait is. Is that a chatterbait? Is that what that is? Anyone? Anyone? That's what I want to do. I want to get him to name that lure so I'll know what these things are. I could look them up, but I call it a chatterbait. What about you? Is that a chatterbait? I don't know. That's a jig. No, I don't know what a chatterbait is then. Give me an idea. Give me a description of it, and I'll show you something. Let's see if I'll be able to match what you say. Mine's got a blade. Mine's got like a blade on the top. Chatterbait, okay. Chatterbait. I call it a buzz bait. Is that a chatterbait? Or is this one a chatterbait with the regular spoon on it and the little thingies falling off everywhere? I ain't never had no luck with none of them. So it's a buzz bait, the same thing as a chatterbait. Look, when I was a kid, we called these right here, and we didn't have a big selection of them either. But we call these right here rattle traps, and I guess that's what they are for the most part. But lipless crankbait, maybe. White knows too much for me. So yeah, I never got into studying about bass because I'm multi-species fisherman. I fish for everything. I don't care what it is. If I like a lure and I like the look of it, I just buy it. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I'm gonna show you something old I got in one of my boxes here. That right there, I love to use it, but I'm very selective about where I use it because I don't want to lose it. That's an old bait. It is a hidden pumpkin seed. That's old, real old. Not like 100 years old, but it's old. Then I got another one here. There is a hidden, I can't read it. Doll something. It kind of mimics a shad, I guess. The color. It's more silver. That's an old lure there. But I'm really, really careful about where I put them because I don't want to lose them. And then I got, oh. Let me see if anybody knows what this is. You know what that is? Do you know what it's called? I got a bunch of them. They're old lures too. I think they're made by Hidden as well. Hidden. Here's one by itself. They're really light. They're mostly top water. I've caught fish off of those. They do all right. So you like jitterbugs? Jitterbugs. I got a box I started jitterbugs in. Oh, here we go. Is that what you're talking about, jitterbugs? Yeah, I started a box with them. Oh, Lord, I got another old one. I've never seen one of these before. Anybody know what that is? Oh, you do what? I got another boat. If you remember the boat me and Mike was fishing on one time down there, a plastic boat. Yeah, I got another one of those. I know you've probably seen it, but it's ready to go in the water. I just ain't got it in the water yet. To the 4 people that are in here, appreciate you hanging around. Anybody know what that lure was? Take a guess. You ain't gonna be more embarrassed than I am not knowing what half that stuff was. Look, when I was a kid, everything had a name wrote on it. You just knew what it was. You knew it was sunfish for fish. What's up? How you doing? I'm gonna do a whole lot more sun fishing this year. But yeah, when I was a kid, you just knew what everything was. It had Hidden wrote on it, or this one right here. This was an odd sock. I don't believe it's real old. I could be wrong. 1940 jitterbugs. Yeah, I don't know how old some of this stuff is. I just showed some little hidden lures. Look at this. It says Buzz Plug. It's got a little blade on the front of it. That looks like top water nastiness right there. That thing is big too. It's big. I can't wait to try that. So what I'm doing here is I'm sorting my stuff by top water. And I'm trying to fix me a little panfish. It looks a mess right now. I'm trying to fix me a little panfish box. Cicada, that's right, cicada. Trying to fix me a, what did I call it a minute ago? Rattle trap box. Lipless crankbait, ain't that what that is? And then I'm gonna fix me a box with a lot of this stuff in it. I don't know what half of this stuff is. I don't know what it does, what it catches. That's pretty interesting. That's a crooked, I think it's crooked. Very crooked. It looks old too. And it looks like it's got some kind of name on it right there. Phillips? I don't know. There's 3 of them in there. Oh, there's more. Look at here. It's got eyeballs front and aft. They're crooked. That's weird. And I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never in my life. I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever in my life caught a fish off of any of that bull crap there. But there's some old ones in there. There's a red-eyed wiggler. That is a big mamma jamma there. It's a spoon. We got a lot of those orange spoons. Oh, I'm lying. I have caught fish. How many people remember those from the old tackle boxes years ago? Every tackle box you used to buy in the 70s and 80s probably had one of these in it. Daredevil. I can't remember ever buying a tackle box when I was a kid and it not having one of those in it. I can't remember. I don't know when they stopped putting them in there, but I have caught fish off of those before. And I've got some old ones. They got barnacles growing on them. As far as those silver ones though, nah. There's another. That's a Cleo wiggler. And I've caught some crappie off of real small ones before, trolling behind the boat. But no bass or anything like that. The only thing that thing does is tangle your line up. I'm just telling you right now, it tangles my line up really bad. So what's that? Come on now, somebody knows what that is. I see people fish for smallmouth with them a lot. What is it? What kind of lure is it? I need to know, so I won't sound so stupid. Small Castmasters. What Castmasters you talking about, Sunfish for Fish? Did I miss something? I mean, is that the name of a lure or a rod and reel or what? I'm not being funny. I really don't know. It's a swing jig. I've never heard that. I've never heard nobody call that a swing jig. I used to hang around a bunch of old men. I used to fish with a bunch of old men. They just had names for stuff. I will show y'all what used to be my absolute favorite for any sunfish. It's the name of a lure. Okay. Did you see one? Did I have one? Was it a spoon? That's what I was wondering. Because if I got one, I want to know what to call it. Swim jig in your bag. Let me find this one lure right quick. Everybody's fished with one, or you should have. But I've been doing different things with them lately, so I got a mess here. You'll get the hint off of this. I can't find one intact. I can't find one that's put together. Beetle spin. Yeah, the thingamajig. That's what it is, the thingamajig. Gotta have a bunch of thingamajigs. Well, in my old age, I've gotten to where I just call things the first thing that pops in my mind. I mean, and some of it's stupid. But you can see how hell-bent I was at one time on fishing with the beetle spins. Those are extra bodies now. You always get extra bodies. This used to be my favorite. That thing right there would kill, okay, like a spoon. That thing would kill a sunfish years ago, and I hadn't been able to catch anything off of them in several years now. And it's absolutely reversed from what it used to be years ago. That, I never caught anything off of those for the most part. And now I catch a lot of stuff off of them. Maybe I just learned how to hold my mouth. But yeah, I don't do a whole lot of these. I got a little thing down there with about 10 or 12 of them in it. Buzz baits, spinner baits. I don't really use them a whole lot. Where's another old bait? I think some of this stuff I got in here may be saltwater. I think that might be a saltwater lure, but I've tried that a bunch, hadn't been able to reel anything in on it. And I got all this stuff on the bottom that one's old. That one right there is real old. I think it's a hidden as well, if I'm seeing that right. But yeah, the little green pumpkin seed here. Oh, I love throwing that thing. He looks good coming through the water and everything. I'm just scared to death to lose it. Don't like to lose stuff, but unfortunately. Here's my frog box. I've neglected my frog box. I like frogs, but I tell you what, out of all the frogs I got, that is the catchingest fool right there. You just take a bass hook for a worm and stick the tip of it up just in that little slot right there where it kind of lays down in that slot, and throw him over there and work him, and them little feet go to town. Them little nubs get to wiggling like that, and oh my goodness, they'll tear it up. But I have caught fish off of, these type too. I just don't think they look realistic. These get full of water. You gotta constantly squeeze them out. I got a couple of different sizes on them. That's a pretty good leopard frog copy there. Yeah, I love my frogs. So is your dog house? So is this your dog house? The one I'm in? Yeah. It ain't no dog house. This is where I come to escape. Just sitting in the house, really. I don't like sitting in the house much. And for the last month or so, I've been out here building a boat. Building this little boat here for some pan fishing action. Dual trolling motor. The motor ain't on the back, but dual trolling motor pan fishing machine. So I can't wait to get this thing in the water. Still hadn't got it in the water yet. Back looks a little whacked where I put some rubber on it, and I'm gonna finish it up. It's just that pollen got so thick, I just didn't feel like I was doing a very good job on it, so I figured I'd wait. But yeah, she's ready to go. I just cannot find a place that I can put it right now to where I can get some long distance runs on it and check it out. So It just is what it is right now. Anyway, that's the lure sorting today. Appreciate y'all dropping in. I know it was kind of boring, but I just thought it'd be fun to get people in here to identify some lures that I couldn't. I'll have to go back through the chat and kind of figure out what I need to name some of these things. And we're going to get on some bass fishing and stuff here shortly. Hoping to get some videos out this spring. Maybe when we get the boat going, I got some camera mounts on it stuff, so maybe I can get some video going, do some live feeds. Wasn't able to do that last year because they required too much. Now you can do live feeds, so we'll see how it goes. So, appreciate y'all dropping in, and we'll see y'all later.